Hello again traders. Right, this is take 2 of this video and I'm really quite miffed about take 1 because I made what I thought was a brilliant video and then it didn't save. There was an error and I actually think I was talking to myself for probably about 7 or 8 minutes. It had stopped recording anyway, so when I went to save it I couldn't save anything. So anyway, back to the reason for this video, which is multi-time frame timing, multi-time frame momentum and timing, and a little bit about the pre-Frankfurt, pre-London trading philosophy, as it were, and as a result of lots and lots of tweets overnight, because I've been trading the Asian session. Don't ask me why, but I keep waking up about 1-2 o'clock, which is perfect for catching the excuse me, the Asian session H4 open close at 2 AM, and you know, things tend to happen at the start of these trading sessions. Like here, this is the Frankfurt session. Here, this is the London open 8 AM, 7 AM, and then the post-London open reversal sort of thing. So you've got pump and dump going on all over the place. Pump it up, dump it. Pump it up, dump it during the Frankfurt. So I like to be out of all the noise, if you like, very much before the open of the Frankfurt session. So in many tweets before I've said get out of your trades about 5-10 minutes before 7 AM. I do it religiously, and you know, in this instance we've actually reversed a lot earlier than that, but it doesn't matter because I actually went long based on my multi-time frame analysis of the 6 AM close. That's this red dotted line, the M15 candle close, which is this is a 5-minute chart, so which is around here. And what that all suggested to me, you can see from the momentum indicators, that there was at no point at that stage here did I want to consider shorting. I just wanted to consider going long. So when the 6 AM candle, H1 candle had closed, it looked good to the long side. When the M30 6 AM closed, that was still good to the long side. Then we had a little bit of pullback, and then the new M5, M15s did exactly what I had expected them to, which was show momentum coming into the market. I'm not going to flick between time frames because I've mentioned before there is some sort of conflict with indicators, or perhaps I've just got too much running on my machine that is causing delays between flicking between time frames. So we'll stay with this at the moment. So 5 AM is a similar situation to 6 AM, where if there's no reason to short it, we're in the grinding positioning period of time, which I suggest they are pushing it up to a level where they can play games with it. And remember, this is all subjective, but it's as a result of thousands and thousands of hours of trading this period, studying this period, and then, if you like, making a coffee, sitting on my hands and watching this period, the Frankfurt and London opens. So I still like to prefer to be out of and flat by this time. Another thing I did mention in take 1 was that you know, get to 6 AM, let them decide what they're going to do. That 6 AM H4 and H1 close. It suggested longs, but they did do a cheeky little pullback, and then it continued long. And I actually took about 80 points out of a 100-point move here to the long side, and really that trade happened. The meat and potatoes of that hour is post 6:15 and pre 6:45. Really, just get in and out before they change their mind and start messing around. And it used to happen almost like clockwork at 6:55. If you weren't out of your trade by then, or you hadn't sort of made a profit by then, just close it for a small loss or a tiny profit, whatever. If these things don't move fast, because we are really momentum traders, that's what all this is about here, then you are if it hasn't got the momentum that you thought was there, get out. There's plenty of other trades. I've taken a couple of trades in this movement here, again based on the fact that the games were played here. We can clearly see that, and then it's subjective again, but if you use your multi-time frame analysis, remember this is a 5-minute chart. I'm looking on M1, I'm checking M15, I'm constantly checking what M5 looks like. I've got a clear 2B reversal pattern going on there. So we poked up nicely for the London the London first hour close, and then they've reversed it, which they so often do. So, get that earlier period of the hour out of the way, let them decide what they're doing, and capitalize on the sort of calmer time of this busy hour. So I'm going to leave this video public. There's another 930 videos that are freely available, but they're available on my private channel. And what I want to say about the private channel is it's free, and if I follow you, just apply, and I'll check I follow you, and you're not trying to sell rubbish online or whatnot. And of course there are good sellers. 1.01% of people that are flogging stuff online are actually doing it for the right reasons. The rest of them, in my opinion, are scammers or failed traders. So the private thing is for serious students of price action, if you like. I have lots of unusual ideas about price action, but I'm hoping that should be a good thing, and not part of the crowd that just read a book and then regurgitate all that rubbish and all those stupid trading myths. Anyway, sorry for the negativity. Let's get back to a little bit of something that I'd forgotten to mention on the previous I mentioned in the previous video but haven't on take 2, and that's this new indicator, thanks to Onesie, the multi-time frame RSI. I have noticed that there is a problem with it, which is that we're waiting for an M15, in this instance M1, M5, M15. So we have to wait for the close of the bar, which can be a bit of a problem. It's almost like talking about repainting, but it's not repainting, if you like. What's happening, and the benefits of it, rather, what's happening is the closing, and you go back and it looks fantastic, but in real time it's not able to act as fast as it looked like it did in previous backtesting. But there are benefits. The benefits are, and I use this a lot, if we're looking at a situation like this, we've come into the market, let's say we've just opened our charts here and we've got this situation already closed and looking good, then in my opinion there is absolutely no reason whatsoever to even think about shorts and look for long opportunities. So we've got all that green, then we'll have that little red candle. We're looking at this, we've checked the higher time frame, we're checking the lower time frame for precision entries on this candle here, this non-existent, if you like, in real time, and you can see up it goes. That's the benefit of that. The other benefit I mentioned on Twitter earlier in the week was these massive areas of sideways. They glare at you because I purposely grey out all these. This one I think is sort of a yellowy colour and brick red. I grey out those because all I'm interested in is the power, the greens or the reds, the change from green to red. Not interested in all this stuff here. Likewise, this has got multiple colours in here, little pale blue and stuff. Not interested in that. I want to see clear sideways, lack of momentum, then bang, we're into the power. And then we can step down to Dinesh's fantastic multi-time frame RSI, and which is the traditional RSI that he's tuned up for us to have on multiple time frames. I haven't got I've got a few on here, but there's not much room down there, so I try to focus on what benefits me. And then obviously we've got the TMA slope that I talk about all the time. My personal choice for divergence, as you can see there is slight divergence there, down, lower low, but failed to make a lower low, and look what happens, price went up. So, you know, when I was going long here, this was a major part of my decision making. The lower time frames on this and this would have been part of my decision making as well, to capitalize on that. And you know, it goes on forever. The TMA slope changing color here, if I'm considering entering here, that is a massive tell for me. The fact that it's closed a different color, I'll just double check the line on that, probably about there. Yeah, we closed, sell, and look what happens. That's the TMA slope coming into its own. That's struggling at that stage, and good old RSI histo traditional has done a bust pullback, and then the red bar there will have a higher number than that one. That is your break and close, break below the low of that one there, bust, pullback, break and close. It doesn't have to be green, it can be grey in this, or black in this instance. Because it is a fast move, this should be tuned up a little bit. I like 19 or 18 levels on here as a scalper. The guy who wrote this arbitrarily chose 20, probably because of backtesting or something, but he probably might not have checked it on the faster time frames, faster reactions, and I like the lower. I've even had it set to 17 on the 1 minute, but you know, we're splitting hairs now. So that's it. That's my indicators. That's why I like trading pre-Frankfurt, pre-London, and like to be flat unless I'm really focused on what's going on. But trading through the night, fantastic. Loads and loads of opportunities this morning. Absolutely tons of them, to be honest with you, because of the FOMC yesterday, pushing everything all over the place. And as a last comment, I did mention on Twitter as well about the FOMC stuff. It sends the markets doolally. Don't get overexcited because there's you might have made 1,000 pips where you only make 500 or something points. I'm talking about on indices. Don't get over cocky. Don't expect it to happen every day. Chill out. Take a long walk or something. Look at the higher time frames, as I mentioned on Twitter, starting on the weekly, monthlies, not necessarily, or the monthly at the start of the month is fantastic, as you'll know if you looked at my Aussie dollar charts. Look at the weekly, look at the daily, get yourself orientated and chill out. I will actually switch to the daily charts because that's interesting as a result of all the efforts yesterday. Daily, huge daily candle, reversal, lovely Aussie dollar reversal there, which is part of an up move based on the monthly chart that I've documented loads on Twitter. Lovely reversal there. I think cable reversed, if I remember rightly. Yeah, massive reversal. I traded that for a total of 46 pips backwards. I got in late actually, so it's probably a 50-60 pip move. Reversal there. Everything was fantastic. Asian session, part of the reason I think subconsciously I woke up in the middle of the night because I expected some big reversals as a result of what happened yesterday. So all in all, fantastic morning's work. It's still only 8:57 and I have to go because my coffee's getting cold. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And don't forget, there's loads and loads of videos all on my private feed. If I follow you, just apply and you're in. If I don't, you have to do, at the moment, 10 retweets of my stuff. Sorry, it's a small price to pay in my opinion to get yourself in, and it stops all the fakers that reckon they can trade with 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 followers and probably too embarrassed to retweet anything from a competitor, as it were, if they like, because they're probably flogging stuff as well. And there was another thought process. Oh yeah, and that's another reason why I automatically delete new accounts and accounts with 0 followers, because they're probably fakers trying to get in on the stuff whilst hiding their true identities. So robots and brand new accounts get deleted straight away as followers. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.